The misogynistic commencement speech by Harrison Butker at St. Benedictine College.
The Chiefs kicker gave a very misogynistic graduation speech to some college kids, and listen to what he is saying about women.
Let's start off with a speech made by Harrison Butker. Harrison Butker is a football kicker for Kansas City. He was invited to St. Benedictine College during their graduation to make a commencement speech. The speech he made got a lot of people talking. I think he's already going viral. People are saying a lot because some part of that speech was very misogynistic. Let's hear what the speech was all about.
I want to speak directly to you briefly because I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you. How many of you are sitting here now about to cross this stage and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you are going to get in your career? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. I can tell you that my beautiful wife, Isabelle, would be the first to say that her life truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife, would convert to the faith, become my wife, and embrace one of the most important titles of all, homemaker. She's the primary educator to our children. She's the one who ensures I never let football or my business become a distraction from that of a husband and father. She's the person that knows me best at my core, and it is through our marriage that, Lord willing, we will both attain salvation. I say all of this to you because I have seen it firsthand, how much happier someone can be when they disregard the outside noise and move closer and closer to God's will in their life. Isabelle's dream of having a career might not have come true, but if you asked her today if she has any regrets on her decision, she would laugh out loud without hesitation and say, heck no.
I think he said what he said because that is what he believes in. That is what he thinks. That is how he views life. To him, women should be homemakers. He believes in gender role. He believes in the traditional wife kind of a thing. But we are living in a different century. We've moved past that. If he thinks so and he kept it to himself, I don't think anyone would have had an issue with that. But it's the fact that he went to a graduation to give that as a speech. Even before this one, he had spoken about pro-choice and pro-life and all them stuff. I don't want to dabble into that. You get? So he said women are being told diabolical lies. So what he called diabolical lies are getting a career, building your stuff, getting skills, getting promoted, being a leader. Those are diabolical lies. That's what he said. That's what he was making reference to. So he's trying to discourage women, those young girls, from pursuing their dreams, wanting to be a career woman, or from wanting to be career women. In a way, he was encouraging the ladies to be focused on the most exciting thing, which to him, he thinks is getting married and bringing children into this world. There's really nothing wrong in getting married. There's nothing wrong in having kids. But it's the way he's seeing it. Going to school, getting all them degrees is not supposed to be. That's what he's trying to tell them. It's not supposed to be. So he's trying to discourage them from moving ahead in their career. Or they've gotten to this point, it's okay. You need to go back to where you belong. Go back to the kitchen. Go back to being a homemaker. Focus on being a wife. Focus on being a mother. Because that is what your calling is on this earth. That's basically what he's trying to tell those ladies. According to him, the life of his wife truly started when she started living her vocation as a wife. As a woman, if you're not married, your life has not started. If you decide not to get married, your life will never start. So if you're not a married woman and you end up not being married, you never had a life. That's basically what he's trying to say here. Or that is what he's saying. Not even what he's trying to say. That is what he's saying. So everyone needs to be married. Every woman should get married before their life begins, before their life will start. Interesting. He also encouraged those ladies to embrace one of the most important titles, which is being a homemaker. He does not see being a doctor as an important title, being a lawyer as a good enough title. But one of the most important titles is being a homemaker. There's really nothing wrong in being a homemaker. And we know that the problem people are having these days is the quality of men they are getting into a relationship with. A lot of women will be so happy to be a homemaker with a good man. You get, there's really nothing wrong, but it's the speech. The problem here is the way he views life, the way he sees women. He thinks women amount to nothing if they are not married and if they don't have kids. The wife indeed has a lot on her shoulders. She takes care of the kids, like he mentioned, and she made sure he didn't get distracted. She made sure he pursued his career as a footballer, and he also focused on his other businesses. So she is the caretaker of the home, the manager of the home. So who was looking after her while she was doing all these things, or who is looking after her while she does all these things? He sounds like a big baby that needed someone to supervise him, someone to mommy him. That's exactly how he sounded from his speech. Oh, the wife made sure all these things, made sure he did not leave his career. Like, how did that even sound to him? He acknowledged that the wife had a dream to pursue her career, although that never happened. But she is happy. We really cannot tell, because he thinks the wife is happy. She might truly be happy because, one, there's money. She has the money. The husband has the money. She might truly be happy. But I think it's best for the wife to speak and let the people know if she's really happy. Let's hear what people have to say about this.
Can you believe that? You are graduating college and this guy is saying you're probably most excited to be a wife and a mom. I could tell you when I graduated college, that was not what I was thinking. I was like, oh, I'm going to law school to be a lawyer. That is insane. Like, I can't, that is so insulting. So insulting to those women that work so hard to get those degrees. Swifties, can you fix that? I don't know, get on that. Because that's crazy. Chiefs fans, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I just want to say thank you, Harrison, for that very motivational speech. I am moved. I actually had no idea that my life began when I met my husband. It did not begin when I graduated magna cum laude from the University of Georgia with honors. Certainly did not begin when I graduated with a 4.0 GPA, Alpha Omega Alpha, from medical school. And I had no idea that it did not begin when I went to Duke and completed my residency in neurosurgery. No, it began when I wifed up and met my husband. Thank you, Harrison. Thank you for really understanding every part of our being as women. Get the out of here.
Harrison Butker, an NFL kicker nobody's ever heard of, gave some psycho graduation speech where he told all the women sitting in the audience who just worked 4 years for their degree that they've been sold diabolical lies about going and accomplishing things in the professional world, and that he's sure they're most excited about marrying a man and having kids. He then went on to say that his wife's life didn't even start until she married him and had his children. Women working hasn't been a diabolical lie sold to women, it's been a right given to women that they've been owed, especially after an entire human history of men treating women like property, abusing, disregarding, cheating on, and disrespecting them. No, Harrison, it's not a lie. Some women just want to have a skill set in case a marriage to a man like you goes wrong. Other women aren't interested in working as a backup plan, but simply want to go accomplish things and contribute to the world, like your mom, Harrison, an accomplished physicist. Oh yeah, his mom works. I'm a supporter of stay-at-home moms and women who want to stay home. That was my mom. But I don't really want to hear men who make millions of dollars kicking balls for a living tell women that they should forego building a skill set to stay home. Harrison, if your wife divorces you, she'll be paid handsomely and taken care of because of your salary. That is not the case for all women. So we're not going to let you sell a lie to women that they should stay home and possibly end up with no skill set to fall back on to take care of themselves and their children in case of a divorce. I want to hear men talk to women less about what they should be doing with their lives, and I want to hear more men talk to men about leveling up, being better providers, and being good husbands and fathers.
You guys, I want to clarify something about the Harrison Butker thing that I was talking about. He can have his beliefs, that's fine. The problem is he is speaking to young women at their graduation, basically telling them their worth is tied to being a mother and a wife. He specifically stated that he felt that his wife's life or vocation didn't really begin until she became a mother. That's really insulting for those of us who are A, aren't married, B, aren't mothers, and C, who maybe find value in academia. You're literally at a graduation where the sole purpose of the ceremony is to celebrate what a woman or a man has done over the course of 4 or 5 years to obtain a specific degree in which they're going to utilize as a career. And while I didn't listen to the whole thing, it did sound a bit self-indulgent. It was a diatribe of his political beliefs and really came from an utter place of privilege and the assumption of what he thinks women should be excited about. And so no, I don't think it's appropriate at a college graduation to share those viewpoints. I don't care if he's Catholic. I don't care what kind of a college it is. The idea that a woman's worth is tied to her homemaking status or her ability to be a wife is like it's stuck in the Stone Ages.
You know what? I think Harrison's wife, Isabelle, is actually probably very happy. I'm sure she is fulfilled. And I think she's fulfilled because Harrison forgot to mention a fun little fact in his speech, is that he's wealthy. He is privileged. He has power. And when you have those things, your life looks vastly different than the lives of the average people in our country. Isabelle is wealthy. She is a person who is a homemaker and a stay-at-home mom who likely has a lot of support, not just financial support, but physical support. She probably has a nanny. She probably has food delivered to her house or even cooked for her. She probably has all of the help and support that she needs to run her home. Therefore, she probably does enjoy it. She probably is fulfilled because she's rich. And when you are rich, being a homemaker and a housewife looks vastly different than the housewives of the average American family who are struggling to make ends meet, who have to do the cooking and the cleaning and the laundry and the caretaking, all of those things. It is incredibly stressful and it is a lot of work to be a stay-at-home wife and a homemaker in an average family where most families in our country that are dual income cannot make ends meet. They can't make ends meet. And you expect a single income home to be thriving, and you expect that wife to be fulfilled and that man to be fulfilled? This just is not the reality of the average family in America. So yes, I'm sure Isabelle is incredibly happy and fulfilled in her life. I am sure she is, as are most very wealthy, privileged people. The Nara Smiths, the Ballerina Farms, they're all rich. It is important to say this out loud. They are happy. They are fulfilled. They have money, which makes their reality very different than the reality of everybody else who are living paycheck to paycheck and doing everything on their own with no sort of help. So yes, I'm sure Isabelle or whoever she is incredibly happy. I'm not negating the fact she probably does enjoy it, but I would enjoy it too if I had millions of dollars and a suite of team members to help me run my home.
This is for the girls who make jokes resenting the women who fought for our right to work. Because let's face it, work sucks. But it's 2024 and a man walked on the stage of a graduation ceremony and said that a woman's life doesn't truly begin until she gets married and has children. Let's not take it for granted that we work, we earn salaries, we contribute to our families, we have our own independence because of our jobs. Maybe that's me convincing myself to be positive on my way to work this morning. Knowing that there are men out there who are actively attempting to take this right away from me puts things into perspective.
This is not a good speech at all. It tells you how a lot of people view women. And I've been saying this on this channel. To a lot of men, women are just baby making factory. You get married, you make babies, and you take care of men. His speech said it all. The wife made sure he followed through his career. The wife is a stay-at-home mom. She gave up her dream to be with him. That is how a lot of men think. That school is a Catholic school. And what do they teach? What is their doctrine all about? Oh, woman, submit to your husband and all that. Isn't that the same thing as what the patriarchy is preaching? Religion and patriarchy, they go hand in hand. I don't even want to bring that conversation up. Let's leave that. But just know that religion and patriarchy go hand in hand. Who created the system? Who created religion? Ask yourself that question.